G'day guys, welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial, and in today's lesson I'll be teaching you how to play an acoustic rendition of Sleepwalking by Bring Me the Horizon. Now this acoustic rendition is based off the cover done by the band This Wildlife. You can check out the video of their cover here. It's an amazing performance, so I really hope you do check it out. But basically in this video I'll be teaching you the chords to play that rendition of the song. Please note that if you play what I teach you here and play it along with the recorded version, it's not going to work. The recorded version, of course, has the breakdowns. It's a lot heavier, so it doesn't match this acoustic rendition. Also, it's in a different key as well. But that's the beauty of capos. So you can adjust this up and down to suit your voice to however you want to sing it. Okay, so for the basics of this song, you'll need a guitar in standard tuning. And you'll need your capo on 6th fret if you want to play it in the same key that This Wildlife do in their video. Now there's only 4 chord shapes throughout this whole song, and they are C add 9, A7 sus 4, E7, and finally G. Now the one thing in common with all those chord shapes is that they have the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and the pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. All those chords have that in them. So what you can do is you can anchor that. You never have to move those fingers, alright? The only fingers that will change around for different chord shapes are these first 2 fingers. So starting with the intro, and the intro will introduce us to the chord progression that is basically used throughout the whole song except for the bridge. So that chord progression is C add 9, to the A7 sus 4, and then the E7, and then to the G. Now the strumming pattern for this intro will go something like this: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And one more time: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now one thing to note about this strumming pattern is after down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, you need to mute all the strings. So you can either do that with the palm of your strumming hand, but you could also lift all your fingers up from the fretting hand to mute it all. Now, although that's not essential, that's how This Wildlife play it, and I'll give it that exact feel. So there's 2 chords within each strumming pattern, and the point at which you change from the C add 9 to the A7 sus 4 is going to be on that upstroke after the mute. Similarly, the point at which you go from the E minor 7 to the G is going to be the upstroke after that mute in that strumming pattern. So to demonstrate, it will sound something like this: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And one more time: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Notice how I've put in those mutes in that strumming pattern. Alright, so for the intro that gets played twice. The second time round, however, you just end on the E7. So the intro will sound something like this. And one more time slower for the beginners out there. Awesome, so now we get to the verse, which is the exact same chord progression that we just learnt. In the cover by This Wildlife, there's actually 2 guitarists and they're playing a different number of things. So I'm just going to teach you the basic chords. So in the verse, what I suggest is that you just hit each chord just with 1 strum. No strumming pattern there. And then we get to the pre-chorus. So once the pre-chorus kicks in, you can start picking up the strumming pattern, and it'll just be a simple down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You want to play this super light though, as it's a bit of a build up into the big chorus. So the pre-chorus will sound something like this. Notice how I've picked up the intensity of that strumming pattern as the pre-chorus builds up to the chorus. Alright, so now we get to the chorus, and the chorus is exactly the same as the intro, which is great. So it's the same strumming pattern and it's the same chords as well. So just to refresh your memory. And that's just repeated a couple of times. Now for the second verse, what they do is they play a down, up, down, up, down, up strumming pattern, similar to what we did in the first pre-chorus. However, the accents are placed on the second and the fourth beat. Another thing that I want to add about this second verse is that they change the chord progression a tiny bit here. The second chord, which is usually an A7/4 that we had in the first verse, that's going to be now changed to a C add 9. So effectively we play the C add 9 twice, and then we go straight to the E minor 7, and then we go to the G. So to demonstrate, I'll play and count along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Notice again how the strumming pattern is just a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. However, I have accented, so played those strums harder on the second beat and the fourth beat. Now we get to the second pre-chorus and they change up the strumming pattern here a tiny bit. It goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now in between that break, we need to mute the strings as well. So similar to what we did in the intro and the chorus. Again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And the point at which you change from the C add 9 to the A7/4 is going to be right after that mute. Similarly, from the E minor 7 to the G is going to be after that mute. So it'll sound something like this. Down, up, down, up, down, mute. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, mute. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, mute. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, mute. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's it for the second pre-chorus. The second chorus is the same as the first chorus, and then we get to the bridge. Now the bridge is the only point in this song that changes chord progression, and our chord progression now goes E minor 7, C add 9, and then G. Okay? So for the first part of the bridge where he sings wake up, take my hand, give me a reason to start again, etc, etc, we're just going to be doing all down strums, really soft. Now the G gets played for twice as long as the other chords. So it'll sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that all down strumming pattern gets used for 2 chord progressions. And then after that, when it comes into the pre-chorus lyrics, we're still playing the same chords. However, we're going to be doing a down-up strumming pattern and slowly building it up. So the bridge will sound something like this. Take my hand, give me a reason to start again. Wake up, pull me out, give me a reason to start again. 'Cause your eyes are swallowing me. Mirrors start to whisper, shadows start to sing. My skin's smothering me. Help me find a way to breathe. And that's it for the bridge. After that, they play another chorus or two, and that's it for the song. So that's everything you need to know for Sleepwalking by Bring Me the Horizon, the acoustic rendition as performed by This Wildlife. This acoustic rendition is a great example of how different strumming patterns, different rhythms, and different intensities can be implemented to the same chord progression to really make a song sound whole and very dynamic as well. So now I'm going to be playing the intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge, and attempting to sing along so that you have some context. So play along with me and see how you go. My My secrets are burning all through my heart, and my bones catch a fever. When it cuts you this deep, it's hard to find a way to breathe. Your eyes swallowing me, mirrors start to whisper, shadows start to sing. My skin's smothering me, help me find a way to breathe. Time stood still the way it did before. It's like I'm sleepwalking. Fell into another hole again. It's like I'm sleepwalking. Wake up, take my hand, give me a reason to start again. Wake up, pull me up, give me a reason to start again. Cause your eyes are swallowing me, mirrors start to whisper, shadows start to sing. My skin's smothering me, help me find a way to breathe. And that's it for another lesson. So make sure you check out the cover done by This Wildlife, because that's what I've taught you. Again, if you play this with Bring Me the Horizons version, it will not work. This is an acoustic rendition of the song. So yeah, check out that cover. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers. Now, I put a lot of time and effort into recording these videos, editing these videos, annotating them, putting the tabs in, so that you guys get the best learning experience, and I'm putting out some of the best guitar lessons out there on YouTube. In the description, I've put a list of the gear that I use and highly recommend. Stuff like picks, strings, capos, tuners, the guitars that I use are in the description. If you want to support what I do and keep these videos coming, then please check out the gear list below. For everything you buy, I make a small percentage of that sale at no extra cost to you. Amazon's prices are really great as well, so you'll find some bargains there. I'll see you next time. Cheers.